So guys, this is number 7 out of 7.3, and it says use a t-test to test a claim about a population mean mu at a given level of confidence alpha using a given sample statistics. Assume the population is normally distributed. Okay, so let's take a look here. It says the claim is that mu is not equal to 26. Okay, so if mu is not equal to 26, and that's our claim, right? What's the opposite of saying something is not equal to? Then saying something is equal to. So remember, the one that has the equal to is going to be my HO, and the one that doesn't have the equal to is going to be my HA. So if you notice, that's why I selected part B. Okay, then there's a second part here, and I found these answers, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through how I did them, okay? So the second part here is, let's do the standardized test statistic. So guys, because we are dealing with sample statistics, we're going to find our t-value, okay? So the t-value, it's going to be equal to x bar minus mu over s over the square root of n, okay? So my x bar in this case was 28.6 minus 26 all over s, which was 4.3 divided by the square root of 11. And so I'm going to do this part on my calculator. So let me get it going here. Let me clear all this business out. 28.6 minus 26 divided by 4.3 divided by the square root of 11 in this case. And I'm coming up with 2.01. So that's how I'm coming up with this number here. Okay, now the way I'm going to find my p-value, I'm actually going to do this on my calculator, guys. So I'm going to walk you through the process. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to stat, and then from stat we're going to go to test, and then we're going to go to a t-test. Okay, so let me show you how I'm going to do this part here. Take my calculator, clear this out, stat, and go to tests, and I'm going to do number 2, a one sample t-test. Okay, so I need to clear out all this information I have here. If you remember, our mu was 26, my x bar was 28.6, my s was 4.3, and my n was 11. And the other thing is, if you notice down here on the bottom, there are these different, I can select. So we were saying that it was not equal to, that was my HA. Let me make sure that I have all my right numbers. Here we go, yes. So if you look here underneath where it says t-test, mu is not equal to 26, if you look at my t-value, 2.005, that's the same thing we got a little while ago. Look at my p-value, it's 0.0727. So if I go to 3 decimal places, it's going to be 0.073. So p is 0.073, right? And then the next part of the question says, decide whether to reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay, so again, I want you to notice, what was our claim? Our claim was the alternate, right? So my claim was the alternate, so I'm just going to write that here. Claim is the right? Guys, because we were looking at a two-tail test, remember, my alpha values here are going to be 0.05 and 0.05, because I have to take this alpha number and divide it by 2, right? And the p-value that we came up with was 0.073. So we came up with p being 0.073, okay? So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at here. If p is smaller than alpha, we're going to reject it. And if p is bigger than alpha, we're going to fail to reject it. So is p, which is 0.073, is that bigger or smaller than 0.05? It is actually bigger than, right? And because it's bigger, we're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis. So our claim was the alternate, and we're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis. So we should say there is not enough evidence to support the claim. So we're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis, and there is not enough evidence to support the claim. And that's how I'll do number 7, okay? So anyway, I hope that helps. If it doesn't, please let me know. I'll see if there's another way I can figure it out, but I really think that doing the stat t-test is the easiest way to go with this problem.